I recently showed you this video of a Billings, Montana police officer arresting a man for failing to ID with no actual crime existing. I called the department and a sergeant essentially told me, "F you, if you don't like what we do, sue the taxpayer." It's been
Yeah.
Hey, family, what's up? We're back up in here with another one. Well, now we're in Billings, Montana. Our cops are acting crazy. They're drunk. They're kicking people's cars. And they're not really cooperating at all. So let's check this, guys. Let's check it out, Pop. Check it out. Check it out, Pop.
the taxpayer. It's been my experience after years of doing this that when there's a department with such blatant disregard for law and order, there's usually a lot more going on. The following days, somebody sent me this video showing that Billings, Montana police, as well as other departments in the area, have been getting away with committing blatant crimes on and off of the clock for a long time. This video shows a Billings police officer and a Yellowstone County sheriff's deputy picking fights with people outside of a bar. They stand in the middle of a parking lot and yell at people and kick their cars as they go by. Then when one person stopped to mouth back off to them, they beat the shit out of him.
Wow.
I got one too. Don't fucking pull a gun, you fucking idiot. Are you fucking kidding me? Pull a fucking gun, pull a gun, pull a gun. Are you fucking kidding me? Get out, leave. Get out of here. Get out.
Wow. This is crazy. Sorry, guys. Let me move myself over. He shut. Hold up. Let me rewind it real quick. What happened?
Get out, leave. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm gonna pull a gun too.
He got shot and staggered away from apparently hurt. Throwing punches back at the Gato.
He shot you?
He shot you. Wow. What is he doing? Is he shot or no? He shot him in the face. Frank opens the door, side attempts to pry him out of the car. Delgado accelerates. What about the guy in his passenger seat? The third man rolls out of the Malibu before it turns. So this dude standing there with a shot in the face. He needs to get to the hospital. People filter out 7 minutes. Middle people check on Deputy Smart. So dude came back to pick the person that was with him. Malibu turns back on Grand Avenue. At least 5 cruisers follow Delgado. Officers not involved in the incident arrived at grandstand minutes after began to investigation. All right, unedited. What is video?
Immediately following the incident, the Billings, Montana police chief offered this narrative to the media. An off-duty Yellowstone County deputy was injured in a shooting at the Grandstand Casino in Billings early Saturday morning. During a press conference Saturday, Billings police chief said a group of off-duty officers were socializing at the casino. Around 12:45, an officer with the Billings Police Department and a Yellowstone County deputy, along with a civilian, left the casino and were talking in the parking lot. Shortly after, a maroon Chevy Malibu with 2 people inside entered the parking lot, stopping near the group and exchanging words before the driver brandished a handgun. Chief St. John says the officers and deputy reached into the car to try to get the weapon, while the civilian went to the passenger side of the car and got the second person out before trying to control the gun from the other side. During the struggle, it was reported the driver fired 1 shot and the deputy was hit in the face with what is currently believed to be a bullet fragment. The deputy reeled back, and believing he was shot, the officer and civilian continued to struggle with the driver for the gun. A few seconds later, the driver accelerated the car, dragging the officer on the driver's side and the civilian, who was partially in the passenger side. Both were able to free themselves before the vehicle left the parking lot. After seeing the incident, one officer dialed 911 to report a deputy had been shot, and the officers inside left the building to give aid to those involved. While aid was being rendered, the suspect came back and drove through the parking lot. Chief St. John reported officers thought they would be fired at and retreated back into the casino. As the suspect left the parking lot onto Grand Avenue, responding on-duty officers arrived. Officers tried to stop the suspect, however, he fled west on Grand Avenue and drove at speeds of 60 miles per hour. The suspect eventually lost control of the vehicle at the 1200 block of Grand Avenue, slid sideways, rolled, and struck a light pole in front of Albertsons. The driver suffered serious injuries and was taken to the hospital for care. The handgun was also recovered from the wreckage near the suspect. After about 5 to 6 months, the sheriff finally concluded that his deputy had violated the agency's policy on ethics and conduct. Deputy Smart received a letter of reprimand telling him that what he did was naughty, but faced no further consequences. Officer Matt Frank was suspended for 2 weeks for his involvement. Neither Deputy Smart or Officer Frank faced any criminal charges for their blatant criminal behavior on that evening. Both still hold positions at their department, and Officer Matt Frank was recently featured on a podcast on the City of Billings YouTube channel. A link to that is below. Contact information is listed below if you would like to say anything to the district attorney about their refusal to prosecute criminals. Not that that will actually change what's going on. You're not living in a system of law and order. You're just being ruled by a bunch of thugs. But hey, don't take my word for it. Let me show you another 1,000 videos over the next 5 years of government getting away with breaking the laws that they created, while you and I get arrested when we haven't broken any laws at all, for simply exposing the fact that these guys break the law.
Okay, so now the cops being called on you for filming here. What are you doing here?
Waiting for an Uber?
Waiting for an Uber.
Yeah, I figured this would be the safest place.
Okay,
And
I need an ID from
I'm exercising my First Amendment right.
you. I need an ID from you.
What crime have I committed?
You're the subject of a call from this detention facility, so I need an ID from
I just told you I'm exercising my First Amendment right.
you. I'm telling you, if you don't give me an ID, I'm going to take you to jail for obstructing a peace officer. So
But what crime have I committed?
by not giving me your ID, you're committing the crime of obstructing a peace officer.
But I'm asking for my Fourth Amendment protection. Searches and seizures
Search and seizure.
of my persons and property.
Correct. And if you commit a crime, then I have the right to seize you.
Yeah, so what crime have I committed?
Obstructing a peace officer. Right now, you're committing that crime.
No, there has to be an underlying thing that you're
I'm
investigating.
investigating you. They called me.
Okay, but what crime am I committing?
Obstructing a peace officer. So are you going to give me your ID or not?
So had they not called you, how would I be obstructing a peace officer?
wouldn't be. They didn't.
Okay, so I haven't committed a crime.
You are committing a crime right now.
I will take this right to jail.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to tell you real quick.
I'm waiting for an Uber. Like I said, I'm
Okay, well,
exercising my
right now
First
you're being
Amendment right.
Right now, you're being detained. You're not free to go.
What reasonable articulable suspicion do you have that I'm committing a crime?
Reasonable,
You're committing
articulate
a crime of obstructing a peace officer.
suspicion.
I already told
Remember
you.
that.
So here's
But you don't have a right to come up and just identify me.
Yes, I do. When you're the subject of a call, I do. Will you guys Were you out on the North 28th? Oh, yeah. No, not the staff.
I'm waiting for my Uber.
Okay, so he's been acting like this all night.
I'm waiting for my Uber, and I would like to do it in a safe spot.
This is your last chance to give me your name.
I'm going to go to jail, man, because this is my first...
Have my back. You're under arrest.
Can I take my backpack off?
Wow. It's okay. All right. All right. You guys saw that. So what do you think about it?
I recently showed you this video of a Billings, Montana police.
So basically, the title of this video is Drunk Cops. Mess around and find out. But looks like they didn't really get in too much trouble. Looks like they initiated the confrontations. And of course, the last guy was, I don't know what that deal was. So let's look at some comments and we'll get up out of here. Oh, hold up. This was my son who was attacked by those off-duty officers. Okay. Okay. Move myself a little bit so I can hear. They should definitely have been prosecuted if there hadn't been a regular cut like, hold up. If there had been a regular cut like you, if there had been a regular person like you or me, would be in jail right now. This is such bull that the consequences were 2 weeks suspension and 1 letter of reprimanding. And I'm sure that's what they were saying. That's crazy. Driver was attacked by 3 violent carjackers and defended himself. Facts. Did they ever say? I can't remember. Did they ever say what happened to the driver? I know he got into an accident, but did they say if he was charged with shooting the officers? Is kind of what I want to know. Living in Billings, Montana, as a Native American man, the amount of harassment and profiling I had done to me about was so basically he's been profiled a lot since in Billings. So Billings must be crazy. Must be a wild place. Let me see. Oh wow, there's a lot. There's a lot to say about Billings. The actual facts: I live in Billings, Montana, and was in a motorcycle accident back in 2020, which broke my back. Oh my goodness, I already hit that. When I was sitting in the ER, Sergeant Freeman, or gave a name, at Billings Police Department was trying to apprehend me and take me down to county. Thank the Lord, the nurse got involved and told him that he cannot take me in the condition that he's in. This department needs to be investigated and rehabilitated. Wow. Let's see what this is. It's I'm American from the Netherlands. The difference between Dutch police and American police are night and day. I've never ever seen one Dutch police officer act in such a violent gang-like manner. Dutch police officers are polite and do indeed protect and serve the public. The one Dutchman commented to me that American cops' first instinct is to escalate the situation to provoke the negative response from their citizens. You know what? I know I give the police a lot of props for the job that they do, but this is like the other side of it. And I the last 2 or 3 videos I've did commentary on, I have seen that. I have seen that they bait you in. They tell you right off the bat, they reach your Miranda rights that they're gonna use everything that you say against you, and that's very true. So that's unfortunate. Whew, you gotta stay safe out there. I'm going to end this video because I'm tired of reading this stuff. Um, but thank you guys for rocking with your boy. If you guys see it for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Please leave your comments. If you want to see this video in its detail to read all the stuff that they put up there, I'll make sure I have the link under source in the details below. So please take advantage of that. A lot of people don't do that, but it's all good. That's why I got it from. I like to give the video creator the props. And I appreciate them for allowing us to sit here and talk about the video. That's awesome of them. But all in all, guys, thank you for rocking with your boy. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you beautiful people next time. Peace.